What's up, A to Z Sports Titan Game Day Live, the halftime show. Austin Stanley and Jack Gentry with the Titans up 14-3 in the throwback Oilers jerseys, led by two Will Levis touchdown passes to Titans receiver Deandre Hopkins. And wow, what a first half for the Tennessee Titans. Rejuvenated is what it feels like down there, Jack. We have a lot to get to. The first game of Will Levis's career is off to an incredible start. And the Titans defense also playing lights out in that first half. But Jack, before we get rolling, the people got something to do here for us.
People, help us out. Share the show if you're watching on Facebook. Share it to those Titans groups. I know all of them are buzzing right now. What a first half. I can't wait to talk about it. But first, you guys have to help out and share the show. We want everybody in here. Turn your notifications on if you're watching on YouTube. Tap the bell icon at the top of your screen. Finally, if you're watching on Twitch, send that Twitch link to your Titans text groups. I know they've been blowing up. I know y'all are all freaking out about Will Levis right now. So go ahead, get all your buddies in here, get all your friends in here, your relatives, whoever it may be, your online friends. Let's grow this conversation, and let's talk Titans football this halftime.
Yeah, hit that like button on the show as well. We need that to happen, but let's get it going officially. Welcome into A to Z Sports Titan Game Day Live. Do want to give a quick shout out to all of our great partners this season for Titan Game Day Live. X Golf Nashville, the home of indoor golf in Middle Tennessee, xgolfnashville.com. The Mint Gaming Hall, the home of big jackpots and fun, just 35 minutes north of Nashville, themintgaming.com. BetMGM, the law offices of Amanda J. Gentry, wherever justice demands. Chim Chimney, the Adventure Science Center, adventuresci.org, and Jarrett HVAC and Plumbing, keeping your facilities set and safe, one inspection at a time. My goodness, Jack, there is a lot to diagnose here as Will Levis looks phenomenal. Will Levis looks comfortable. He looks like he knows how to do this thing, like playing NFL quarterback. Look, is that perfect, right? Like he's 12 for 19, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns, was sacked once for 2 yards, ran the ball on a quarterback sneak tush push for 3 yards. But man, Will Levis has done something that hadn't been done yet, and that's Deandre Hopkins scored a touchdown. Will Levis did 2 in 2 quarters. Pretty incredible.
Even his incompletions are sexy right now, right? The two missed chances to Burks and the Chig drop, which cost the Titans at least 3 points. You got to fix that, Chig. He's had a rough go this season. Yep. But Will Levis has done everything you would want to see out of him. No mistakes really outside of the false start late in the half. You know, and Malik Willis has come in a couple of times. If he comes in another time, my head's going to explode, Austin. There's no place for him in this football game. You have to make those adjustments, figure out a way to iron him out of the game plan. And when we've seen Malik Willis come in the past and backup quarterbacks in general, they're often conservative. They're dinking and dunking, and they're trying to, build their completion percentage, not make any mistakes. Will Levis is letting it hang today. He's pushing that ball down the field to D-Hop. He had NWI open. He missed him there to end the half. But it's really tough to be critical of Will Levis's performance this first half. He has me excited, and not just offensively. Like the Titans have had 5 sacks. They faked a punt. They've dominated all 3 phases for the first time in about 11 months. So Titans fans, rightly so, are fired up at this halftime show.
Yeah, it is pretty incredible. Like the Falcons have 3 points because Mike Vrabel decided to, after the third play of Will Levis, to put in Malik Willis. Terrible snap by Aaron Brewer, who's had a couple bad snaps, but Malik Willis, I don't know what he was doing, trying to lollygag around to get the football, but couldn't get it. The Falcons get a turnover in scoring position. They kick a field goal, but the Titans defense is phenomenal too today. And I think when we're talking in our pregame show with X Golf, with our X Golf X Factor, both of our X factors were around the people surrounding Will Levis. We both said that Will Levis is the wild card of this game because you truly have no idea what to expect. It's his first NFL action, but everybody around Will Levis needs to be really good. And so far they have, outside of Chig dropping a pass and Aaron Brewer, having an off snap. But I think Tim Kelly has done a good job with how they're using Will Levis. They're moving him. They're rolling him out a little bit. Derrick Henry has run the ball hard and well. DeAndre Hopkins is obviously making plays down the field, and they're keeping things simple and clean for Levis. And I think it's pretty incredible. Now, he hasn't hit Treylon Burks yet, but he's come oh so close twice, as you mentioned there. But it's a really impressive thing that they're doing there. And I think at the end of the half, Levis got a little bit too greedy and a little too aggressive. You heard it on the broadcast. But man, I mean, this is the Titan season is alive, Jack. Like, this is what I'm watching here. The Titans season is alive. Everybody was coming into this week down the dumps, feeling like a rain cloud was following you around all last week after Kevin Byard's trade and all the rumors and reports of potentially moving on from Derrick Henry. Will Levis comes in. It's only 14 points in his first half, but that's a big deal when you're only averaging 17 points a game.
He's thrown as many touchdown passes this season as Ryan Tannehill has, so there's reason to be optimistic and there's reason to be excited. We're about a week removed from the, sell every asset you have talk, the tank for a quarterback talk. We'll pump the brakes here. What if the Titans have a quarterback? What if they've had him all along? It's one half of football, I understand, but to look that poised and that comfortable, what's going to fly under the radar is that handoff to Chigakonkwo in a had-to-have-it situation. There's no way they practiced that play a whole bunch of times. But for Will Levis to execute it flawlessly, I mean, that's a play that could go wrong if the timing is a millisecond off. So that's gone under the radar. Just how he's been able to command this offense has been really impressive to me. But it would be a disservice to not discuss how well this Titans defense has played, Austin.
Yes.
The pass rush has stepped up. Arden Key, Jeffrey Simmons, they're deflecting passes. They're tackling guys in the backfield. It has looked phenomenal. They're winning a turnover battle. Can you believe? I can't believe I'm saying those words. They're winning a turnover battle.
Technically even?
I guess it is technically even because of the fumble and the bad snap. But they really have been playing complementary football. I mean, even special teams. Like the Falcons are making mistakes that the Titans have made over the last few weeks. It's good to be on the right side of this thing.
Yeah. Now, Elks, who is Big Ten Jeff on YouTube, he says that was an obvious PI on D-Hop. Horrible miscall.
Cry me a river.
Jeff, Titans fans, and I'm not over-exaggerating this, Titans fans have been waiting for years to be on the right side of Deandre Hopkins not getting called for offensive pass interference, and it ends in a touchdown. So, Jeff, you can take your Colts fandom somewhere else today. That's a hell of a thing for Titans fans that have been victimized by DeAndre Hopkins not getting called for offensive pass interference for his entire Texans career. And when he came here with the Cardinals for one game, like, Jeff, you can go somewhere else with that. Was it OPI? Absolutely. But that's what DeAndre Hopkins does. And Titans fans have been screwed by that so many times when he was with the Texans.
And A.J. Terrell got him back later in the half.
Yeah.
Right? There was a DPI that went uncalled. Dom Odell says quickly, I want to get to this. Most obtuse fan base in the NFL can't praise a quarterback without booing another. They weren't booing Malik Willis when Malik Willis.
They're booing Mike Vrabel. Booing the head coach.
They're booing the decision from Mike Vrabel to disrupt Will Levis's rhythm. That's what they're booing. They're not booing Willis. They're booing Vrabel.
Yes. Another thing that fans have been waiting for years. Houston Texans fans have been waiting for years to see DeAndre Hopkins catch a touchdown in Houston Oilers throwback jerseys. Well, they got it today for the Tennessee Titans as well here live on this show. I do want to get to Tortuga, who has some receipts, I guess. If the London game if the Titans can make a good run for the playoffs on going on the record saying for the first time that 2019 reference, please, Austin. I never said it was the quarterback it was going to be. London postgame show. I mean, look, this is one half of play, but yes, ironically, the Titans were 2-4, switched to Tannehill, and they went to the AFC Championship game later on. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. But just an incredible first half from Will Levis. Let's go to some of these stats because we've also got ourselves something we need to pay attention to in the second half. Will Levis, 119 yards and 2 touchdown passes. DeAndre Hopkins has 2 catches for 63 yards, both of them going for touchdowns. Azeez Al-Shire with a fumble recovery. Jeffrey Simmons has 2 sacks, which means, Jack, we are on bingo watch. We're on bingo watch twice. Can the Titans score 30 points today? Now, that would be interesting if they can pull out 16 points or 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns and a field goal in this second half. But if they get 30 points today, somebody is getting a gift from the Mint Gaming Hall in Kentucky if that can happen. Or if Treylon Burks can go crazy in this second half and gets 100 yards receiving in one half alone, we are officially, Jack, on bingo watch.
Man, what a first half for the bingo board, too. A lot of stuff coming off. And, you're in position to knock off NFC win as well. So a lot of things going the Titans' way on the bingo board and on the field today.
That's right. Where is that NFC win? The NFC win, I mean, you're not too far away. You're starting to fill out some spots here on the Mint Gaming bingo board. All right, Jack, let's get to our confidence level. We're sitting here a couple minutes left here in our halftime show. Again, not live at Acme today. Unfortunately, had a little bit of technical issues down there at Acme this morning, but we'll be back for the next home game. But what is your confidence level in the Titans winning this game up 14-3? Up 14-3 on the Falcons. The Falcons do get the ball back. So what's your confidence level on a 1 through 10 basis? But first, while you're watching, like the show, hit the subscribe button. If you're watching on Facebook, we need more likes. If you're watching on YouTube, we need more likes as well. So like the show a lot there on those platforms. I do want to get to one more super chat before we get to your confidence levels here, Jack. D'Lo says, dang, I feel for Malik. He didn't get to start with a player like Hop and Burks. But he had Hollister, but Levis looks good, and booing was crazy, fans. Again, Jack mentioned that, not booing Malik, booing the decision to put him back in there and disrupt the Titans in the red zone. Anyway, Jack, to the chat, confidence level 1 through 10 in the Titans winning this game.
Yeah, let me get to the top here because a lot of answers have been coming in, and Austin, they're all pretty high. We're going to start with Top Troop says 9 on YouTube. Billy Jones says 8.5. Will Dotson's at a 6. Ryan Smith says 5. Still on the fence. Brent Ray is at an 8. Dre Wilson's at a 10. He thinks this one's all but over. Robert says 8. Big G on YouTube says 7. Zoe says 8. Jason Davis with a pro score at 8.75. Stephen Crocio on Facebook says 6. Bork says 8. Danny Whitson's at an 8.5. Joseph Jimenez is at a 7.5. Zook is at 10. With Levis, he's at a 9. Brent Woods is. Jonathan on YouTube's at a 7. D'Lo, 8. Eric, 7. So is Devin. Christine's at an 8. Fan of the game is at an 8. Dylan Cole's at an 8.6. Lane's at a 9.2. Jabu's at an 8 or 9 because of the defense. The defense has been so solid today. Andrew Frill's on the fence. He's at a 5. Devin Walker, 8.5. JQ's 9.9. Pam Hall's at a 6. Scott and Jonathan are at 8. Austin, I'm at an 8.
8.
I'm at an 8, and not just because Will Levis is because Will Levis is number 8, but he does factor into this being an 8 instead of higher. He's a rookie. This was one half of football. Nothing went wrong for the Titans. What's he going to do when adversity strikes? Right, like
nothing went wrong outside of Malik and Aaron Brewer fumbling
the bad snap. Yeah, but what's he going to do when adversity strikes? Right, he's going to make a mistake. He may make 2, but how's he going to respond? We haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen how he handles adversity. And whether or not he'll panic or continue keeping this poise that we've seen. So I'm at an 8 right now. I believe the Titans are going to get it done today. There's just an energy about this team that I haven't seen all year. Maybe it's because all the legends are back. There's an energy across all 3 phases. These guys are fired up.
I'm with you. Did they get these Oilers unis in white? Because they might need them in Pittsburgh next week, the way they're playing juiced up like this. By the way, Kenny Pickett has exited that game against the Jags with a rib injury, and Mitch Trubisky's in there. So we'll have to keep on out there. So, all right.
Mika Fitzpatrick also left that game.
That's right. It's interesting. Second half is coming up. We'll be back here later with the Law Office of Managed Gentry, the post-game show coming up here shortly. We'll see you guys later on. Appreciate it from all of our great friends and partners for Titan Game Day Live. Falcons got the ball. We'll see you here for the post-game show about an hour and a half from now.